I like that. Okay.
Yeah, she showed up. And so she helped, one of the first tasks we had was working on the book together. And so in the past 5 years, we've done an incredible amount of traveling and helping people, probably hundreds of thousands, if not millions of people around the world with, our book and our programs. And but you asked a question. It's taken me a while to get to. How did we start working together? So you should.
That's what led us to this. Is like when I met him, he'd been speaking, but always for free. But he had a great message, and he's very gifted as a speaker. He inspires groups. And so my first question for him was, hey, why don't you have this in a book? You'd reach a larger audience, my little mind working. And he said, I've wanted to write a book, and I've thought about it a dozen times over the years, but I just don't know how to do it. Yeah. And I had no idea. I was like good in English class in college. I'm like, I'll help you. So I figured out, I took an editing class. I started pulling, he had 120 blog entries on a blog that he had kept. So I just downloaded all of those and I started piecing together this book and filling in gaps and saying, hey, do you have a story about this? Write about that. And before you knew it, it took us a year from idea to completion, book in hand. But that was the point where we went, okay, now we have a book. This obviously is not just going to sell. It won't even get into bookstores if we don't do something. And so we were kind of late to the party of focusing all on writing the book and then on the back end going, now what do we do? And so it led us to the next coaching experience, which really changed